If you've been here before, you know something I dislike big time is people in the movie theater. More specifically, answering the phone, texting, chewing, talking. So, I did something I don't normally do. I went to the movie theater to watch a movie that's currently out. Obviously, it was the Super Mario Brothers movie. But the thing is, I didn't do it for me or for it. I did it for my nephew. Happy birthday to him. Got him a ticket, watched that thing. But the question that keeps being brought up when I hear people talk about the movie is, was it good? Was it neutral? Or was it, crazy leftist? But because I've heard people come away with both perspectives, that it's of the left and that it's neutral and that it's anti the left. To me, I feel like it's very neutral. It's very so I heard Tim Pool say that the movie would have been the same with or without Mario. I disagree. So I believe that Mario was pivotal within his own story. Yes, Peach wasn't the damsel in distress, and Luigi was the one who needed saving. But I didn't feel that Peach was the girl boss that he and Luke said that she was. I felt that she was capable and competent, but not an arrogant character, which is what I think of when I think of that terminology of girl boss, or even just bossy, period, regardless of, male-female dynamic. Because the funny thing is when Mario first gets to Princess Peach's kingdom and asks for her help, she says, well, if you can overcome this test, which is basically playing the game, but it's not a game to the movie, it's training, then he can come with her to try and get Donkey Kong's help in stopping Bowser from taking over. Pretty clear stuff. But the thing is, Mario's not good at it instantaneously. But I didn't find that to be a slight on Mario, because I'm not good at video games, especially instantaneously. Eventually, once the sun went down and he tried a big bunch of times and kept getting power-ups and different stuff, he learned how to pass the test. And yeah, so I found that to be a very positive and endearing quality of Mario, and Peach's willingness to help and guide him along I didn't take it to be condescending or negative in any way. I thought that she was supportive, which was also good. Again, in no way did I think that she was antagonistic toward Mario. And as far as the whole Luigi being the damsel, which was another argument that I heard, I just found him to be, unfortunate, yes, and scared, sure, but going back to Luigi's Mansion, or just the character's portrayal in other ways, I've seen him as very much the timid, the apprehensive one of the two. And another dynamic of Mario and Luigi, but specifically Mario, was his belief in himself, because he and his brother broke away from this guy named Spike. Before the adventure even began, they broke away and they started their own plumbing company, Super Mario's Plumbing. And it's cool, fun, interesting, and inspiring to see in a kid's movie the idea of entrepreneurial spirit, believing in yourself, striving to do your own thing, because this channel here, it exists because I bet on myself. I believed in myself, and I wrote a 68-page graphic novel called Everlasting Survivors, Volume 1, all day long. This is the Jeff Hicks cover, the Jeff Hicks A cover. This is the Nick Crook B cover. If you follow the link in the description of the video, you can get yourself one of many cover options. Those are A and B, but also have the Jeff Hicks C cover. And here's the February Ferdian E cover options in poster form. There are also hats and shirts, and everybody who makes a purchase gets a Gamble Comics sticker. So, again, like I said, it was good. To me, it was positive and uplifting and cool to see that the story is putting out there the idea of, hey, believe in yourself and work hard and you can get where you want to be. And, yeah, no, I thought that was great. And as far as the theater going experience, right? Because that's often one of my most dreaded experiences. There were times, because it's a kids movie, that the kids would be like, oh, wow, yay, whatever, express themselves. But the funny thing is, I find that so much more acceptable than the adults on the phone and the typing and the whatnot that I normally don't like. Because anytime the kid had a lively reaction, it was for something that was supposed to have a lively reaction. So it just felt very pro wrestling to me. The interaction between the crowd and the product. And so I didn't find it to be off-putting like I do. And so it turns out that the thing that I dislike about movie theater experience is adults doing the wrong thing, not kids, having a good time. So that was a fun realization to have. So yeah, I overall feel like the movie is a 4 out of 5, just in the general grading scale. Like, I think it's very good, but there's nothing to me personally, and maybe it's because of my lack of video game background, if you will. But there was nothing that was like, oh, I find it mind-blowing or life-changing. It was just good. It was just good, fun, positive, uplifting stuff. Like, even the villain, Bowser, played by Jack Black, he wasn't super nefarious. He was just this delusional guy who had the hots for, the pretty girl, which is funny because I swear she's the only girl in the entire dimension or realm or whatever. Which, is funny in and of itself. But, no, I think it's good. One of the things that was talked about big time before the movie ever was released was the voice choice for Chris Pratt. And when you first hear Chris Pratt voicing Mario, it's the very traditional, over-the-top Italian, type of thing. But then it's revealed to the audience that it's actually a commercial for Mario and Luigi's plumbing company. So, but from that point on, Mario and Luigi aren't over the top. They're very, subdued and just believable, if you will. The way they sound, it's natural. That's the word I was looking for, natural. But yeah, my overall take is, I guess, if you want to find a negative, you can find it if you look or try hard enough. But if you go in to this movie just trying to have a good time, a quick time, I think it was only an hour and a half, something like it, roughly, then you should find what you're looking for. And again, if you go in trying to nitpick and be like, oh, the damsel in distress isn't a damsel in distress, well, then I guess you'll find that to be upset about, ? But, yeah, I think it's a good movie. Here's another positive thing about the film. I don't know if this was its given intent, but being a person who's trying to sell product, I bet it is. one other upside for them, the filmmakers, is that walking out of the theater, I had thought about buying more Mario video games. And so I actually stopped by a couple of GameStops to check into buying more games. And so that's a big positive for the movie. Is it's just, a 90-minute advertisement for Super Mario video games. And so yeah, as soon as I push stop here, I'm pretty sure I'm going to go to the Nintendo store and see what I can find and feel like playing from the Super Mario catalog of games, because yeah, it was a positive, fun, good time, and I recommend it. Like I said, 4 out of 5 film, a good time. I think that anybody with youngins will enjoy it, and anybody who has a positive fondness for the nostalgia of the video games, they should presumably also have a good time with the film, because like I said, I lacked that. Well, I lacked both those things. Took somebody else youngin to see it, but I didn't grow up playing Mario. But the movie itself was good enough to where that it made me want to now play some on the Switch. So that's what I'm gonna go do. Come back Wednesday as Mr. Super Oz continues to do the Wednesday Rewind for Limitless, the TV series. Come back Friday. Don't know what it's going to be, but it's always a fun time. And come back Monday as we continue with Monday Movie Mayhem. Thank you. Later.